What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be doing a couple things. We are going to hopefully do some inspection on this hive right here. I'm thinking that I probably split it too soon, and so I might consolidate it back down into one box until they get a little stronger. We're also going to be upgrading the feeders today to these guys. These hold a lot more liquid, and in the wintertime you can drill these out and put pollen in them. The bees can get through these nice little slots in the bottom, and the liquid stays separate, and you can just fit a whole lot more in there. And we're just going to do a general hive inspection. We're going to see how this hive's doing. It had lots of frames of brood last time. It's been probably, I don't know, a week and a half since that stuff got capped, so we'll see how they're making out and see if there's any new brood popping up. And so, yeah, stay tuned. Alright, let's open this hive up, see what's going on. First glance, though, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot happening in the top here. I have a feeling they're probably working mostly in the bottom and haven't done much to the top. I'm sure that was my own fault, but we'll see. It looks like they've only really drawn 1.5 frames out, and it's been quite a few weeks since I put this brood box on, so I think we're just going to consolidate it back down for a month and see what happens. If there's room in the other box, we'll just have to see what it looks like. I'll just shoo these bees away for now, so we're going to use this. Set this brood box on. Yeah, it looks like there's still plenty of room down in this hive. I should have waited. I knew better. But as they say in beekeeping, you ask the same question to 10 different people, you get 10 different answers. And I was excited. So we're going to get these guys back into one box. I think it's going to be a lot easier for them. Maybe we'll see where the queen's laying. Hopefully she's still alive and well. Well, not to it, but do it. I think we only need room for about 3 or 4 frames. And then we'll probably just set the other brood box back inside for now. What's this guy? And while we're here, we'll take a peek in and see, maybe we can see our queen Twyla, how she's getting along. I don't see her there. Big drone bee there. Yeah, I mean, you can see, maybe you can see, they've drawn just a little bit out on that one, but I think consolidating back down is going to be the ticket. They need more help down here. More help overall. We're also going to install some vents in the tops of the hives today. It is hot. It's like 94. And let me tell you, wearing jeans and a long sleeve shirt is not the most pleasant way to spend the day. But we're working with bees. And I'm not quite confident enough to go short sleeves and shorts and no gloves. We'll get there at some point, but today is not the day. Maybe. Looks like we're getting some brood. Looks like they're getting ready to get some brood in there at least. Good frame of honey. Comb's a little wonky. I'm not really sure if that means anything or not, but I don't see any eggs down in there. We're going to set this one aside for now. Just for now, because we may move that frame to a different spot in the hive. Well, maybe I'll just set it on the end here so they can still hang out in there. I don't know if you can get a good look of these guys fanning up here, trying to control the temperature. Excuse me, girls. Coming in for a checkup. We've got some older brood there. A lot of nectar going in. So when we're looking for a queen, at least from my experience, you know, you're going to be looking for the comb that's sort of a little more fresh, a little cleaner. The bees will be kind of working around it, getting things capped off. Like, you're looking for signs of, you know, she's recently been there laying. Maybe there's some freshly capped brood. So that's what I look for when I'm trying to find the queens. I usually see a cluster of bees around her because they have to feed her and take care of her. Whew, I'm gonna lose like 5 pounds in this inspection. It is hot. He's sweating on my bees. Not much going on in that frame. But see, this is a frame that you might expect to find a queen on. But I don't see her there. I need to mark her, actually. Excuse me, little bee. They are fun to look at. Little bees doing little bee stuff. I'm not seeing a whole lot of good brood, so hopefully... this next frame looks like it's got quite a bit on. I was going to say, hopefully she's in here somewhere, because we need more bees to help this colony out. We'll see if she's on one of these frames here. Also going to try to clean some of this burr comb up today, get a pile of it going, because I'd like to save it. And if nothing else, maybe get a little bit of beeswax this year for my troubles. I mean, that's a pretty good frame of brood. It's not as full as I'd like to see, but it's getting there. Hopefully she's on the back side of this. She might even be in the top box yet, but... Twyla, where are you hiding? One uncapped larvae there. So at least she's been here within a couple days. I mean, the brood gets dark like that from them walking all over it, so I mean, it is still pretty fresh. It's just not what you would call super fresh. Like the really brand new capped brood looks a lot like capped honey. Wonder if we'll find her on the outside wall here. Either way, we're going to consolidate these guys out, and I think consolidating them down and then giving them a few weeks, I think they'll be in a good position to expand themselves. Get off that frame there, bee. Oh, Twyla, you gotta be here somewhere. This is a good sign. Yeah, see, this is all, it's kind of lighter colored. That would be pretty fresh brood. This is the frame I'd expect to see her on, the way it looks. She's been here laying recently for sure. Which is good. Just don't know where she's at. Well, I don't quite know, but she's here somewhere. And, well, maybe she's in the top box, so maybe we'll just consolidate these to the center and see how she goes. Put the rest on the outsides from the other box. And then put these girls back so they can get to work, not have to worry about what I'm doing. Which right now is try not to squish bees. 3/8 of an inch. That's your bee space. Look out, bees. What you don't want to do is pinch the queen in between there. That will not be any help to you or your colony. So get on down in there, girls. Move you back together. You can hear them just go crazy when you do that, but it's for the greater good, I suppose. All right, well, let's see what we got going on down here. It looks like we have one frame they're starting to draw out, which is cool. Like this frame, which is odd that it's so far on the outside. They're like, yeah, we'll work that one, no problem. But we're gonna put them to work elsewhere. Even got a little nectar stored in there. Well, we'll put this one on the maybe pile. How many do we need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 4, and it looks like they've got 4 that are pretty good. Look at that. That's very exciting. That's also going on the maybe. Oh, they got another frame going. This one's definitely going on the maybe pile. I'll put that in there for some food for the colony. Same with this next one. Well, we may have to leave them split, unfortunately, just because of their food stores. Though I might just move those couple frames of honey to the top, and well, we'll see what it looks like when we get the rest of the way in here. Well, this one's got brood on it, so it's definitely going in. A good bit of honey. Make way, girls. Two more frames to go. Oh, that is a heavy frame. Heavy, heavy frame. Oh, there she is. Hello, Queen Twyla. Hopefully you guys can see her. Doing queen things, look for a place to lay an egg. Well, actually, is that her? I don't think that's her. Just kidding. I think that was just a bigger drone. Yeah, it's just a drone. Look at all that honey though, my goodness. I have been feeding them, so it's not quite pure honey, but it'll work to feed the colony. That is just heavy. I mean, that's pounds. This thing weighs pounds. Make way, bees. You gotta set it down in there super gentle when you're on the edges, because if your queen is in there, you don't want to roll her. We'll throw this nice juicy frame of honey in there. You guys can go back to the top. Maybe I should have been less aggressive there, but that's okay. Sorry, bees. I didn't realize so many of you were on that. You guys can hang out there for now. Let's see what this feeder does. How it interacts with our covers. I don't think it's going to work with this top cover. Well, I guess it might. We'll see how it goes. Put some feed in there. Let's see if this will sit on there by itself if we need. Sure will. I don't really see the need to put the top cover back on, but why not? Alright, you girls need to go. You're being evicted. Okay, so that is why we don't use the top cover. No problem there. We shouldn't need it. We're gonna cut some vent holes in these anyways. Come on, girl. Get out of there. Both of you. You can't get in that way. I know. You think you can, but you can't. Come on. There you go. Next. Next. There you go. Out with you. Yeah, we're just gonna throw this one on for now. Yeah, that sits on there pretty nicely. Get some holes cut in that a little bit. So we had some brood, not a whole lot. Didn't see Twyla, but we saw signs that she's been there within a couple days. So hopefully she's around and we just missed her. If not, these colonies will be getting combined. Or they'll make a queen cup. So I'm surprised, you know, if she wasn't there, you'd normally see they'd try to make a queen. I think this hive, Regina's hive, had been making queen cells, so but they'd been doing that even before we saw her, so we might just remove those and let them go about their business. So let's see what they're up to today. Whew, I am sweating like a fiend, let me tell you. And these guys seem to be much stronger than the other colony. They were really working both boxes, so I'm not gonna mess with them too much. We're just gonna take a peek in, see how they're doing, get them some food, and let them be on their way. Besides, I don't think I can stand here any longer and do another full inspection. I know these guys were doing just fine the other day when I came out, so hopefully they still are. Yeah, see, and these guys have been, they work just about all these frames on top. I know it's hard for you to see in the GoPro, but they've worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half frames on top. So I'm just gonna let them, they seem to be good enough. I'm gonna let them do their thing, and I'll come back and do another full hive inspection in a while. I'm not super worried about these guys though. This is a nice frame to pull right here. See how this one looks. So, I mean, that's, at some point, I'm going to need to scrape those, I think. So hopefully you guys can see there's some larvae down in there. See if we can get the sun at a better angle. You see the little white guys in there. Some good brood. I'm gonna set these guys down because I felt like there was a bee inside my camera holder. We're good. Okay.